Imagine this. A country built one of the most heavily guarded nuclear facility on the earth. The facility is at least 40 meters below the surface level. There's no network coverage, meaning that all computers and machines are completely isolated from the outside world. This is the Natanz nuclear facility. It is Iran's primary uranium enrichment complex. But despite all of this security and all of this isolation, someone still managed to get in. Without firing a single bullet, a single piece of malicious software or malware infiltrated the facility, sabotaged hundreds of machines, caused a heavy amount of damage, and remained undetected for years. This was Stuxnet, the world's first publicly known cyber weapon and one of the most sophisticated piece of malware ever created. Disclaimer, this video is for educational purpose only. I won't be diving into the geopolitical aspect of the story, but instead, we will focus on the technology behind Stuxnet, how it works, the magnificent engineering that goes behind it, and why most cybersecurity experts consider Stuxnet to be one of the most sophisticated piece of malware ever created. Before we take a deep dive into what Stuxnet really is, let's talk about malware and what it usually does. Malware, or malicious software, is a single piece of computer program designed to specifically damage or disrupt any other computer systems. When you hear the word malware, you probably think of hackers stealing your passwords or secretly spying on your computer to collect valuable information. And honestly, that's what malware is designed to do. Take the I love you virus for example. People open what look like a love letter and suddenly their files were overwritten while the virus continued to spread to everyone in their contacts. Even though it costs billions of dollars in damage, it doesn't actually physically broke the computer. It only targeted the software, not the hardware or the physical machine itself. Now, imagine a virus that doesn't care about your files. A virus that can directly control a machine in real life, secretly changing how it operates and slowly destroying it from within. A virus that turns code into a cyber weapon. This is Stuxnet. It only had one specific mission: to destroy a very specific piece of industrial hardware without anyone realizing it. Most people think that Stuxnet attacked Windows. No, it didn't. Windows was only the doorway. The real target is something called a Programmable Logical Controller, or PLC in short. Think of PLC as the brain of the factory. It controls motors, pumps, conveyor belts, chemical plants, and in this case, uranium centrifuges. The Windows computer simply told the PLC what to do. The PLC controlled the machines, so whoever controlled the PLC controlled the machines and even the whole factory. There was a huge problem. The Natanz nuclear facility wasn't connected to the internet. Cybersecurity professionals call this an air-gap network. Since there's no network coverage in the area, traditional hacking seems impossible. So, to counter this problem, they hired someone, a spy, to infiltrate the facility and install the malware via a USB flash drive. And since all the computers in the systems are connected in a peer-to-peer network, it doesn't take long for the malware to reach all of them. Once inside, Stuxnet didn't attack immediately. It waited patiently. The main target is the industrial control systems, specifically the PLCs that control the uranium enrichment centrifuges. It doesn't really affect Windows and other operating systems in the facility. To spread and gain access, Stuxnet exploited 4 of the previously unknown vulnerabilities in the Windows system. They are called zero-day vulnerabilities. Eventually, Stuxnet found the PLC. Instead of deleting files, it secretly rewrote the PLC's program. The centrifuges suddenly spun much faster than normal. Later, they were slowing down below the safe operating speeds. Again and again, this repeated stress slowly caused the machine to damage itself. But the engineers never saw them. Stuxnet was displaying false information into the control panel. Let's say that you were driving in your car. The speedometer says that your speed is 80 km per hour, while your actual speed is 180 km per hour. That's exactly what happened. The machines was slowly destroying themselves, while every monitor said that everything was perfectly normal. It carried stolen digital certificates. It only activated under a very specific conditions, and it even hid the malicious PIC codes from the engineers. That's why nobody thought that it was the software problem. Everyone thought that it was the classical hardware problem. Stuxnet really did a great job at covering all the evidence and make all the engineers go blind. And it stays undetected for at least 3 years before an error popped up. Ironically, Stuxnet was discovered because it escapes. Its spreading mechanism caused it to spread to all the computers in the facility, and eventually, it reached the computers around the world. It was discovered by the cybersecurity communities online. The security researchers immediately realized that something was different about the malware. After reverse engineering it, they found things like incredible engineering, the hidden PLC codes, the zero-day exploit, the Windows rootkits, the PLS rootkits, a very modular architecture, and many more incredible features. Many experts concluded that this wasn't just the work of ordinary hacktivists or a single individual. It certainly came from a nation state with enormous funding, world-class engineers, and a very specific military objective. Although no country has admitted responsibility, Stuxnet is widely believed to have been developed as a part of a joint cooperation between the United States of United States of America and Israel. Some reports, including an investigation from the Dutch newspaper Die Volkskrant, stated that the operation cost for Stuxnet was between $1 to $2 billion USD. However, this figure has yet been confirmed and is still being debated till this day. For conclusion, Stuxnet was a very remarkable and a very highly sophisticated piece of technology. It understood industrial machines, it changed the logic behind them, and it even hid its actions from engineers. It also proves something that the world has never seen before. A piece of computer program can physically damage a machine in real life. It also changed warfare forever. Nowadays, countries around the world are pouring a massive amount of money and resources into their defensive and offensive cyber capabilities. Because the next major conflict may not only happen on the sea, land, and even in the sky, it may also be happening in the cyber world through the lines of code.